Hi, welcome to Hitogify, where I talk about KISS, ColecoVision, and whatnot. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this at all. I'm starting the channel. I don't know much about this stuff, but I like talking about these things, and I've really enjoyed on YouTube observing other people playing games and enjoying the things I enjoy and having discussions and arguments and just general conversations about things I love my whole life. So today we're going to talk about my introduction to ColecoVision and why I'm still obsessed with this toy I had when I was 12. A little history of Coleco. Anyone who has seen any video about Coleco knows that Coleco stands for Connecticut Leather Company. That's how they began. Decades later, they made plastic swimming pools and eventually got into other things, toys and things. They originally copied Pong and created the Telstar system, many versions of the Telstar system that played Pong-type games, some with steering wheels and guns and all sorts of things. Eventually, Atari took over the market when they created a system that didn't only play a game, but you could replace the game. It was absolutely brilliant, and it cornered the market. The industry exploded. However, there wasn't a lot of competition. Magnavox made the Odyssey. There were other systems, mostly that failed. There was another system called the Intellivision, which came into the picture and was a vast improvement over Atari and included a design that took over for the time period where there was a keypad and a disc type thing instead of the standard joystick that was used on an Atari. Especially when it came to sports games, it was an incredible improvement, and it included some modules that had voice and things that were just unprecedented on the whole market. But then Coleco came out, was an enormous leap forward. Also, Atari created the Atari 5200 while they were designed to compete primarily with Intellivision, became each other's primary rivals. ColecoVision just blew my mind. ColecoVision's primary thing that probably captured most of the kids at that time, Donkey Kong, which had 3 of the 4 arcade levels. Cosmic Avenger, there was Gorf, there was Space Fury, Adventure. As primitive as those games seem now, they were unbelievable. It's hard to describe how excited I was by this system. The peripherals. That had a peripheral so you could play Atari 2600 games on it. And Atari 2600, as I said, took over the market. It's shocking to even consider nowadays. You think that Xbox made a little thing so you can play PlayStation games. There was just an amazement factor with some of the peripherals that Coleco made. First of all, I remember the driving module was the first one I recall, where it came with a steering wheel and a gas pedal. It was packaged with Turbo, which was a very popular game at the time, which you drove and had a steering wheel and a gas pedal, and just a blast to play. And it had the roller controller. It was packaged with a game, controllers, and they would lock in on the side, so you still had all the push buttons and the joysticks. Super action controllers, which they looked amazing. They were colorful, and they had hand grips, and you can see the picture here. They were just cool. But they came with that baseball game, and I thought the joystick was so much like an arcade joystick. Just a big red ball on top. There was a schedule of the Super Game module, which never came to fruition. Instead, they scrapped that and came out with the Atom computer system. It failed, besides the fact that the video game crash came, so no one was interested in video games.
Your vision is our vision. ColecoVision.
I really love the ColecoVision, if you can't tell, and I love to hear what other people's stories are.